everyone, today I am back doing another video. This video is going to be a makeup tutorial for beginners. This makeup tutorial is going to be kind of showing the basics of makeup, I would like to call. It's going a little bit beyond just applying some eyeliner and mascara, so I'm going to be getting into some applying eyeshadows, falsies, gel or liquid eyeliner, and also contouring and how to do all that. And before I start this video, I just want to make it clear that I am in no way a makeup artist. I am not a professional makeup, an expert in makeup. This is just kind of my own way of how I do my makeup and how I like to do things. Yeah, so I just wanted to make that clear. I do makeup because it's fun and it's just, I like experimenting with it. So I may not be following the makeup rules, but yeah, this is just how I like to do things, and I'm just going to be showing you guys how I apply my eyeshadow, gel eyeliner, falsies, and how I contour. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. So if you want to see this makeup tutorial for beginners, just keep on watching. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do are the eyes. I'm going to start out with eyeshadows. Now, if you're one that doesn't wear eyeshadows a lot, or if you don't wear eyeshadows at all but you would like to, I would definitely start out with neutral colors. Any type of like creamy, tan, or brown eyeshadows I would start with, just because if you're kind of new to eyeshadows and you don't really know how to maybe apply them perfectly or blend them, anything like that, I think those lighter colors, more neutral colors, are just a lot easier to work with than if you were to go straight to like a dark color like a black, or even brighter, more colorful colors like a pink, blue, anything like that. So we are going to be using neutral eyeshadows for this tutorial. And if you're new to eyeshadows, you do not have to go crazy with like a smoky eye or a cut crease, anything like that. You don't have to go extreme. You can just simply put the eyeshadow on your eyelid and blend out the edges a little bit so they're not too harsh. And that is something that I actually do all the time. It's really easy, super quick to do, and perfect if you are new to using eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow that I'm going to be using on my eyelid, I'm going to be taking one from my Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. I'm going to be taking the color Rewind, which is this color right here. It's just a brown matte color. So I'm going to apply that on my eyelid, and then again blend out the edges just a little bit so they're not too harsh. And that will go on the eyelid. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of eyeshadow under my eyebrow or on my brow bone, just as a highlighter. And for that, you want to take like a lighter color, or maybe even like a shimmy color, if that is if that's the look you're going for. The color I'm going to be using for my highlight is this color right here. It is called Habit, and it's just a nice skin color eyeshadow. Eyeshadows all done for the eye. As you can see, it's super quick and super easy to do, and it's kind of a perfect way to practice blending and other things like that, so you can kind of move up to maybe bolder colors or a bolder eye look. The next thing I'm going to move on to is gel or liquid eyeliner, which is actually one of my favorite makeup products to use, and it's a perfect way to kind of go a step up if you're just used to using like a stick eyeliner to put on your top lash line. The one I have with me is a gel or a cream eyeliner from e.l.f. It's just in the color black. So you can use that, or you can use a liquid eyeliner, and some come in like a little pot like this, or there are stick liquid eyeliners that you can use as well, but for gel or cream eyeliners like I'm going to be doing today, there are certain brushes that you could use. A couple I have with me is this one right here. It is just a small angled brush, which is perfect to get the shape of your eye, things like that. Another one you could use for a little bit more precise or maybe even a thinner line is this one right here. It's very, very tiny, almost like a art brush I would describe it as. It's very tiny, but it's perfect for getting a really precise thin line. Looks all finished. Honestly, when it comes to liquid and gel eyeliners, it really just takes practice, and then you'll eventually find that maybe you're better with gel eyeliners or maybe you're better with liquid eyeliners. It's totally up to you and for you to find out for yourself, and it can be really great practice just to do just one line, as you can see what I did, and then you can kind of move up to doing like a cat eye or maybe a little wing, things like that. And something I forgot to mention with liquid and gel eyeliners, to get the perfect shape for you, you really just want to follow the own shape of your own eye and your lash line. That's how you will get the perfect shape for you, and it won't look too weird because it's following your own eye shape. So that is how you would apply liquid or gel eyeliner. Now we are going to move on to false lashes. Now, if you're someone that already applies mascara on a regular basis, but you kind of want to go up from there, I would definitely go with some false eyelashes. And in my opinion, false eyelashes can be a little bit tricky. Like with myself, I'm not the best at applying false eyelashes, but they're fun to wear. And the kind of false eyelashes that you want, either they're really bold or just really natural, that's totally up to you. But for myself, I really like natural false eyelashes. So the ones I'm going to be applying are these right here. This is from Sephora, and these are the flare lashes. I know they're kind of messed up in the case, but as you can see, they're very natural. They're not very big, so I just really like to apply these just to add to my already natural lashes. Now, before I apply false eyelashes, I just like to curl my eyelashes and apply a little bit of mascara. I know some people might like to do that after they apply false eyelashes, but that's just how I like to do it. So I mean, you could totally try it both ways and figure out for yourself what you like to do. So I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes, and then I'm going to be applying a little bit of mascara. This mascara right here is from Artistry, and this is just in the color black. Apply the false eyelashes, you might want to just set them on your eye to measure them to your eye size, because I know a lot of them, especially for me, they come really, really big. So if they are really big, you're just going to want to measure it and then cut off any excess before you put it on. And then of course, before you apply false eyelashes, you're going to want some lash glue. The lash glue I'm using is this Lash Grip Eyelash Adhesive. So that is what that looks like. And so then what you're going to want to do, you're just going to want to put a thin line of glue on the band of the false eyelashes. And what I kind of like to do, I like to put a little bit more glue on the ends of the false eyelashes, just because those corners are kind of the ones that kind of come loose first, if that makes any sense. So I just like to put not a bunch more, just a tiny bit more, just so the ends of the eyelashes are just a bit more secure. So once you get the glue on the band of the false eyelashes, you just let it dry, let it just become tacky before putting it on your eyes. And then of course, when you go to put on the false eyelashes, you want to put them as close as you can to your natural lash line, just because that will look the most natural and the most real. The false lashes applied, as you can see. If you do see a little bit of white from the glue, don't worry about that, it'll dry clear. I know there are some glues out there that come in like a black, so if you have like eyeliner like we did earlier, you could just put the black glue on and it'll completely blend in, but it doesn't really matter. If you do have the white glue, it dries clear, you won't even be able to see it, so just let it dry and it'll go away. But yeah, so this is what the false eyelashes look like. Again, they definitely do take some practice. Like I said, I am not that great at applying eyelashes, but they are really, really pretty, and as you can see, they really do make a difference to the entire eye look. So yeah, that is the complete eye look for this tutorial, and now we are going to move on to the rest of the face with contouring. Alright, so if you are someone that just kind of applies blush to your cheeks and just very kind of minimal makeup when it comes to your face, you could definitely move on to contouring. Contouring is a great tool. It's like you can do it in your cheekbones and that'll give the illusion of a slimmer face. You can also do it underneath like your chin and on your jawbone. You can do it on the sides of your nose, up by your temples. It's just a really great tool to kind of define certain places and hide others. And so for this tutorial, I'm just going to kind of show how to contour your cheeks and also on your temples. I'm not a big fan of contouring under my chin or my jawbone and on the sides of my nose. I don't know why, I just don't really think it looks the best on me, so I'm just going to be showing you the cheeks and the temples. Okay, so for the cheeks, I'm just going to move my hair out of the way. There's a couple different ways you can find the hollows of your cheeks. One way is to do the fishy face. Just kind of suck in your lips. You'll be able to kind of see the hollows of your cheeks that way, or you can really just feel the hollows of your cheeks. You have your cheekbones up here, and then you have your jawbone down here, and it'll just be kind of like in the middle, and that is where you would want to put the bronzer and where you would want to contour. And when you're contouring, you don't want to go too far down, like you don't want to have your contour all the way down here. You just want to do just a slight line. I would probably say on myself, I'll probably stop right about here. I wouldn't go any further down because that's just going to look ridiculous. That's just going to look like a straight on lines on your cheeks, and that's not going to look very good. So you don't want to go too far down. You just want to make a slight line and then blend it out from there. A couple different brushes you could use to contour. One, which I think is probably the most popular or would make the most sense, is like an angled brush like this. Just kind of a perfect way to get in the hollows of your cheeks, so you could do it that way. But me personally, I like to use this little brush like this. It's kind of a smaller brush, as you can see, and it's a little bit flatter. I don't know, I just find this brush easier to do with my contouring than an angled brush like this. So it's kind of up to you what you would like to use, but these are just a couple options you could use when you are contouring your cheeks. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The bronzer I'm going to be using is this one right here. It's by Mark, and I got it from Avon, and this is the Bronze Pro Bronzing Powder. I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my brush, just kind of tap it in there, and then tap off the excess, and then I just want to find my cheekbones. Something else that I kind of find easier too is kind of pulling my hairline. If you can kind of see that, it kind of tightens everything up and you can see it that way as well. So I like to just pull that just a little bit and then do like a kissy face like that, and then you can kind of see it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and just kind of tap in the hollows of my cheeks, make a little bit of a line, and then we will blend that out later. Lines in our cheekbones, and then after you do that, you're just going to want to blend it out. I just like to blend it out with the same brush. Sometimes I'll put just a tiny bit more bronzer on there just to kind of make a nice blend, or you could take like a more fluffier brush like this one right here and just blend it out that way. Of the cheeks all done and blended out. And something I forgot to mention when it comes to blending out your contour, you're going to want to blend upwards. You don't really want to blend any below the line that you made with the contour, because that's not really going to give a slimming effect. That's just going to kind of make it look like one big glob of bronzer on your face. So when you're blending, you're just going to want to blend upwards and not really in like this sort of motion, if that makes any sense. And the next thing we are going to be contouring is the temples of our cheeks right here. And I'm just going to be basically doing the same thing. I'm going to take the same brush, I'm going to put a little bit on my brush and then just kind of blend it in to my temples. like on the cheeks and the temples. So that's all done, and just to kind of wrap everything together, I'm just going to be applying a little bit of blush to the apples of my cheeks just to give my face a little bit more color and just kind of finish off the whole makeup tutorial. So the blush I'm going to be using is this one from Sephora, and it is in the number 8 Rose Petal. I'm just going to take this on a fluffy brush and I'm just going to put it on the apples of my cheeks. For this makeup tutorial for beginners. I really hope you all enjoyed this video, and I really hope this video helped you in some way. To me, makeup is just kind of doing your own thing and having fun, so I wouldn't worry too much about the rules of makeup or anything like that. Just totally do what you want, practice, 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 and it will look beautiful no matter what. So yeah, that'll be it for this video today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to a few of my new subscribers today. X Don't Pray For Me X, Mia A, Sierra H, Valeria C, Jana High C, sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, Cheerleaders Are Loontastic, Kelly N, and Camilla C. I want to say hi to you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to me and watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and I really hope you all enjoyed this makeup tutorial. So I'm going to get going for now. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.